up, you guys? It's 2bricks, and I have a super duper quick truncated review for you today of a set that I just picked up on a whim because I saw it on sale at Target and I thought I would like to see the baby, and so I grabbed it to just kind of give this one a look. I've never really been super invested in these larger, more sculptural builds like this that are kind of like static statues almost when they're done. I mean, obviously with a few movable bits like the ears and stuff. But yeah, I thought this was a really cute looking thing, and I liked it a lot better than the adult Yoda that they did. And so, yeah, I picked it up. So my quick thoughts are, it's exactly what I thought it was. It's pretty darn good. The sculptural elements of it are really nicely done. You can see here the different elements of his cloak or little kind of robe thing that he wears are very nicely rendered here with different directions of plates and slopes and wedge plates and the occasional use of some tiles. So yeah, I think they captured all of that really, really well. I mean, what a difficult shape and thing to try to capture here. You know, they got the little kind of bulge at the bottom for his feet. It all just works really well. So, and then the face I think works, you know, pretty admirably for what it is and for the scale. And you know, the fact that they give you a little bit of posability on the head helps to kind of, you know, help you set that angle where you like it to be. So I think overall this works really, really nicely as a little display piece for fans of The Mandalorian. And the inclusion of the little ball, of course, was nice and feels very essential to a Grogu to be able to have that. Yeah, and you know, it all just comes together very satisfyingly. So there was one little concern that I had, which is that my wife brought up that she felt it looked evil. And I was like, huh, that's interesting. And I think it has to do with the eyes, the eyebrows, and the kind of way he looks a little bit menacing in his black eyes, even though there is actually print on these eyepieces here, this sort of brown rim around the edge to indicate a little bit of the pupil and the iris. It kind of does look a little dead in the eyes, and I was watching The Mandalorian the other day, and there's a close-up shot of Grogu's face, and I thought that there was actually something that could be done to make it actually a little bit more screen accurate and also alleviate some of that evilness that my wife was detecting in the design. I think it looks pretty cute as is, but I do think that the color swap that I'm about to suggest makes it look a lot better. So let me just show you what I'm proposing and see if you think that, you know, it looks nicer. Okay, so here are the pieces that you will need if you're planning to make the modifications that I'm about to suggest. These are 4 medium nougat 1x1 plates and then a regular hinged brick in black. So those are what you'll need. And then let's take a look at what I'm proposing we change. So as I was watching The Mandalorian, I noticed that Grogu's eyes, while they do predominantly have this sort of diamond shape to them, which is very cleverly achieved with this technique here where you basically build with these rounded corner plates and then 2 regular 1x1 plates here, you build up this kind of diamond shape in the back. Very, very cool. They do have the shape overall, but what is missing is the fact that the pupils and the actual eye portion is round with a little bit of sort of pink, you know, I guess it's supposed to be like tear ducts around the edge that give it a slightly more human look where he's got a little bit of eye white. So if I just pop these 2 regular plates off of the back here and I swap them out for these nougat colored ones, like so, it actually brings a lot more life to the eye, and it doesn't make it look so, I guess, yeah, it's kind of dead and black and ominous looking. So let me make the swap on both so you can see the difference, and you can obviously make up your own mind if you think it looks better or not. But personally, I think that this makes a huge difference to the overall look of the eye, and it just makes him look a lot more like cuddly and friendly, and you can kind of see where he's looking, and also you can see the definition of the shapes of the eye, that diamond shape, a lot more clearly because the black isn't lost in those recesses behind the eye and the shadows there. So yeah, I think that works really, really well, and I think that's it was such a simple thing, and as soon as I saw that close-up shot of little Grogu's face, it was like, oh yeah, no, he needs to have that kind of contrast between the pupil and the rest of the eye. So the other thing that I was suggesting here is to swap out this hinge plate in here, or this hinge brick, which they provide in gray for some reason, which you can clearly see on the inside of the mouth when it's open, just swap that out for a black one, because that just makes the inside of his mouth a lot more clean and a lot more pleasant to look at. And I just think, yeah, it's hard to see on camera, but when you have it in person, it definitely makes a big difference. So yeah, that kind of just, I don't know, to me it looks like he's got kind of a twinkle in his eyes, some wonder in his eyes, and he looks a lot cuter to me. So that's just my opinion though. The only other thing that I would have suggested to swap would be the inside ear color here, which is tan, and I would have preferred also a nougat color for that, because he has very kind of pink, fleshy ears there. But I understand the pieces that they used for this technique here on the back to get the kind of coverage. Those pieces don't exist in nougat, they only come in tan, so totally get why they did that, and I'm fine with it. But yeah, other than that, I think this is a great little sculptural piece and a cute little set. And if you can get it on discount like I did, I think it's definitely worth putting on your shelf. There's some fun, not really fun build techniques, but just fun elements here where you see the way that they've represented like the folds in the fabric and things like that, which are satisfying to me. So yeah, that's my overall thoughts on this little set. It's cute. It's near life size, so you can kind of have, like, you can imagine you have your own little baby Yoda here that you can pick up and carry around, and I think it's cute. So yep, that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you do make this swap, if you think it looks better or worse, if you agree with my thoughts. Do you agree with my wife and think that this thing just looks like evil and should be killed with fire? So I'm really curious to know what you guys make of it. You know, sculpting faces in Lego is really difficult. So for something that is this cutesy and iconic, I think they did a really nice job overall, and I commend the designers for their efforts. So that's going to do it for today, you guys. I'm going to move on to the next video. I have a lot more content to bring you. So yeah, thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, and all of the good YouTube algorithm stuff. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.